Hi, this is Narendra from Naren's Wisdom Talk. Today I am immensely delighted to talk about one of the most pertinent subject to our videos, that is yoga. Yoga is a gift to humanity from the Indian subcontinent. The ancient seers, right from Adiyogi, the Shiva himself, to the Patanjali, the 4th century BC, who composed and compiled the yogas, yoga sutras, and hatha yoga part of it. So, what is yoga? Yoga means, according to Patanjali, yuj means to concentrate and to be in stillness of mind. According to Patanjali, the person who has the stillness in mind, who is understanding the conscious of Purusha and is separated from the Prakriti, that is nature, and the sensories, he is said to be in yoga. So this is yoga, or in English it is called yoking, means to link with the divine or universe, conscious in microcosm of it. Microcosm is the reflection of macrocosm. That is the essential, what you call as the message of yoga, or the fruit or the essence of the yoga which is to be delivered. The yoga, in a sense, has influenced many around the world to take up the meditative uh, stance, and also it is for preparation of those meditative samadhi and higher spiritual state, which is the Satchidanand, the Ananda of the highest level, the blissfulness or the liberation or the mukti. You do part of hatha yoga, which is asanas. These are the asanas nowadays which is used as the tool and technique to reduce tension, anxiety, depression, and the cortisol level is regulated in a proper manner, so that you will get that depression relieved. And it also helps in various other ailments, like regulating blood sugar. Some of the asanas are Vajrasana and Dhanurasana. These are some of the asanas which can help you in the lifestyle management of chronic diseases. So, body, mind, and soul. This is the ultimate combination of a technique which maintains and creates and also takes you to the path of higher consciousness. So, what does Maitrayana Upanishad says? Maitrayana Upanishad says, when the mind, body, and senses are in a stillness, are in the union, that is said to be the yoga. And in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, and I quote, one who has been in equanimity with pleasure and pain, success and failure. He sees gold and mud as same. For him everything is same, and he is balanced in his mind. He is said to have perfected the yoga. He is said to be a yogi. That is the definition in Bhagavad Gita. So yoga can be classified into many other ways. In Bhagavad Gita, you have this kind of classification of yogas: Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Karma Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the essence of emotional sweetness or emotional joy, ecstasy towards a deity or a god, or giving your reverence or faithfulness, complete surrender to a deity. That is Bhakti Yoga. You channelize your energy through love and devotion. Unselfish, no unflinching bhakti, that is complete surrender, that is called Bhakti Yoga. Now, some of the examples are from Tamil Nadu. You have Nayanars and Alvars from Shaivite and Vaishnavites, and Karnataka, you have Sharanaru and Dasaru, again from Shaivite and Vaishnavite sect. Then you have Bhakti movements all across. So Bhakti is said to be in ancient times. Prahalada was a ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu who helped in uh, destroying the evil demon, that is his own father, Hiranyakashipu. Through the intense devotion, Lord himself appeared for the sake of him. It is the part of the story. So this is Bhakti. Uh, and Bhakti Vedanta movement has been started in ISKCON by ISKCON, and in the United States and around the world you have this movement of Bhakti through ISKCON also in modern times. Then comes Jnana. Jnana is like in a more of a knowledge oriented deducing way to think who I am, what is the realm of my existence, what is the reality of my existence in this cosmos. Through the mind, channelizing your mind, you practice various dhyana and meditative techniques to know, understand, and also be inquisitive. That is dhyana yoga. And karma yoga is actually the action part of it. The action with no motive, that is no fruits. Krishna says, and I quote from chapter 2, verse 42, verse 42, he says, Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalohe bhuturma te sangostva karmani. This is his word. The meaning of this is you are rightful you are only rightful for your action, not the fruit thereof. That is not in your hand. Neither you are the actor of it. So without thinking of your action as as a karta, as a doer, you do your duty with steadfastness, utmost steadfastness. This is what the message is. This is karma yoga without any expectations or results. So there are other classification of yogas through breathing pranayama, where you have anulom and vilom, that is alternative left nostril. Through breathing techniques you get this is part of ashtanga yoga also, with the classification where you have a part of pranayama. Pranayama is niyantrana or regulating of the breath or flow of breath. Anulom vilom, the alternate nostril breathing, which gives you kind of a respiratory space and strong respiration. You have strong oxygen levels, and it will strengthen your mood and anxiety levels. These kind of exercise, breathing exercise, is very, very, very beneficial. And Anulom Vilom and Ujjayi breathing techniques, which is very casual breathing in and breathing out. Then there is Kapalbhati, where you inhale in a very soft manner and you have to exert very forcefully while you are exhaling. So that part of it is also there. Then there is a Brahmari. Brahmari is like you have to have a closing of the eyes and do a B sound, so that you will be in the mode of the calming effect will be there in the brain. This will help in insomnia and anxiety level and helping your cortisol level. So these are all the benefit of Brahmari. So these are some of the techniques I have told in breathing also. Then when we come to the meditation part of it, you have Samadhi, through which you attain by Kundalini and various other yogic techniques like Shambhavi Mahamudra, Kundalini, Laya. Laya is dissolving oneself into the universal macrocosm. So that part is there, and there is Kundalini. In Kundalini, you have chakras which is activated. Six chakras. Seventh chakra is Sahasrara, which is on the top of the crown of your head, where the pineal gland is activated. You have the Kundalini is synonym. It is compared to a coiled serpent, where Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, and Agnya Chakra. These are activated through Ida and Pingala, left and right side of the spine. So this is the Kundalini technique. One of the Raja Yogas, these are all part of the Raja Yoga is also introduced by Vivekananda as part of this in Western world. It is famous all over the world now. So some of the physical asanas are also important for health. Before that, we will go into the what is Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is 8 limbs of yoga, where there is a 8 rule set by Patanjali. One is Yama. Yama is abstinence. That is, you are abstinence from violence, non-stealing, and other. Niyama is like you are the observance, self-discipline. This is Niyama. Then you have asana. That is, you have various kind of posture to and asana, and the exercise and the postures which makes you ready for the meditation. Then you have pratyahara, which you withdraw from your senses and you are within focus within your mind. Then you have dharana. Dharana is concentration. Then you have samadhi, ultimate. Dhyana and samadhi. Dhyana is meditative pose, meditativeness, and samadhi is ultimate stillness in meditation. So these are the Ashtanga Yogas, which is described by Panini as classification. So this is some of the yogas. What are the meditation leading to? Meditation, according to Bhagavad Gita, it is like you are withdrawing from the senses, from the external object, and detachment of external activities, whether it is pain or pleasure, dualities of life you are going to have. You have to be abstinence. You have to maintain an abstinence from that, and you have to have detachment. You need to have prepared equanimity of mind, where you are still in both joy and sorrow as one, and you have to prepare yourself for that, and then you have to prepare yourself to get into the mode of meditation through breathing techniques like Kundalini, like Anulom Vilom. These are the breathing techniques. Kundalini is one part of the meditation where you attain samadhi. There is Jiva Samadhi, Nirvideha Samadhi, which is samadhi after death, which is ultimate mukti after death. Jiva Samadhi is you are getting liberated when you are still alive in the body. Now Nirvideha, when you are no more in the body, but you are liberated. These kind of techniques are there to attain samadhi and liberation thereof. That is the point of yoga, where you meditate unrelentlessly through the concentration. These asanas which we speak are to prepare yourself to do the ultimate, that is meditation, whether it is through Kundalini or Shambhavi Mudra, or various other techniques of meditation. A meditation is like awakening your senses, inner consciousness to the highest level, to the pineal gland, which is activated from the coil of the spine. So this is one technique. The other techniques are that you are just still in the mind, you are concentrated in one point in the Agnya Chakra, and then you get a point of higher perception of the consciousness, super consciousness. That is, these are some of the techniques practiced by ancient rishis like Vyasa to uh, Mahavatar Baba and Paramahamsa Yogananda, Ramana Maharishi. You have many people, Patanjali himself. So these are the people who have practiced this, and they have written thesis, they have written the synopsis of this. So what are the asanas? Some of the asanas are um, Vajrasana, initial asana. Sukhasana is a very relaxed pose, and you have a normal breathing. Then you can do Brahmari with all these asana, Sukhasanas also. Then you have Surya Namaskara where you have 12 sets of asana. 6. Some of it is repeated, and this you have to repeat each day morning. So it is better to do on the sunrise, about by 5:36, like that. In that time you do Surya Namaskara, wherein you start from prana, what is called as pranamasana. Then you do this dandasana and adhomukha svanasana. All these asanas will follow ashwachalana asana. Then you have all these kind of asanas, 12 sets, which I will explain through a trained master of this asana. Going forward in this series, I am planning to do that. So here are the some of the 12 asanas I will tell you, which are very wonderful. Tadasana, mountain pose, Dhanurasana, then Vajrasana, good for your digestive juices and metabolism and regulation of your blood pressure. Then you have Konabadhasana. All these kind of asanas are there, which are of immense health benefit, and it is very useful for you. So in Surya you have Pranamasana, Hastasthana, then you have Ashwachalana, then you have Bhujangasana, Cobra pose, then you have Ashwachalana and Tadasana. So these are the asanas. Some of the asanas in this, you are going to repeat it and do it. There are 12 of them. So you are going to repeat and do it. So some of the proponent of this yogas, highest proponent, as I told, are from Vedavyasa, who is said to be there, ancient rishis, Durvasa, and from say Adi Yogi Shiva to Vyasa, Durvasa to Mahavatar Baba, then Paramahamsa Yogananda, Ramana Maharishi. All these yogis were there, who have been the exponent of this yoga in his meditative techniques, and also some asanas oriented, exercise oriented, purely like BKS Iyengar. He was a brilliant exponent, was famous in western part, that is United States, in the west. He has given that boost to that yoga. In a sense, he has popularized that in that part of the world. Initially it went from Vivekananda, who introduced Raja Yoga, to BKS Iyengar and Paramahamsa Yogananda. All these gurus, they have given immense wisdom and knowledge related to this subject, yoga. Yoga is the ultimate meditativeness from which you get moksha or mukti or liberation from birth and life cycle. This is a general perception amongst the dharmic religion, particularly Hinduism, a spiritual part of it. So from Upanishads to Bhagavad Gita, all of them uh, kind of emphasize the importance of the yoga to attain liberation. So yoga may be bhakti yoga, karma yoga, or jnana yoga, and other kriya yoga is also there. I'll explain that later. So these are all the yogas which we are talking about. Some of the poses I will show you of Surya Namaskara and their 12 asanas and the benefits. It will be on the screen. You can see that. And some of the other like Vajrasana and Kona Baddhasana. What are their benefits? You will see in that screen. Then, so having said that, from ages we need to seek from those masters, right from what Lord Krishna say, I am the Lord of all yogis, to the modern day gurus like Sri Ravi Shankar or Sadguru, or even intermediate, 19th century, 20th century gurus like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda, they have contributed to the yoga, and how they have guided the spiritual seekers how to go about for the liberation and peacefulness of the mind. And for the common person, it gives a great stress relief and helps the body to keep the metabolism. This is a wonderful technique which was discovered, or what you can call as envisioned by our spiritual masters thousands of years ago. So from Patabi or Joyce, another name I forgot to say. So these are all the great masters of yoga. So Lahari also, one of the yogis. These are all the yogis which we need to follow and emulate, and we are going to make another part of it related to purely asana, which is practical level, which will benefit you, which I am planning for the next series. So seeing you until then, it's goodbye from Narendra.